So you know how on a day-to-day basis you use apps like Facebook and Instagram and are kind of aware that there's a company out there that oversees and regulates the app's usage and functionality? Those are what we call centralized apps. Today we take a look at DApps, also known as decentralized apps, and how to protect yourself from scams when you trade on them. DApps are apps that use blockchain technology. Now, unlike their counterparts, that is the centralized apps or the regulated apps, DApps are permissionless, open source, and allow the use of cryptocurrency to create a variety of wide opportunities. One of these opportunities is decentralized finance, also known as DeFi, which is facilitated by several crypto exchanges, of which the largest one by trade volume is Binance. As interest has grown in the DeFi space, so have the opportunities for scammers to take advantage of unsuspecting users, and that is the reason for this video. Being a decentralized space, no one needs permission to develop or launch a project on the blockchain, meaning anyone can launch a scammy or misleading project and no one would be there to stop them. No one except us, the community that is so invested in this space. In this video, we're going to be sharing a few measures on how you can protect yourself from scams when trading in this decentralized finance or app space. 1. Find out what the purpose of the project is. Now, even though there's a lot of innovation taking place in the DeFi space right now, one thing you should be aware of is a great number of the crypto assets bring almost nothing new to the table. It's a typical example of SOS, which is shiny object syndrome, where we have people trying to piggyback off of the popularity of the DeFi space without trying to innovate. Before getting heavily involved with a project, ask yourself these 4 questions. 1. Does this project try to bring something new and innovative? 2. Are they contributing to the new digital economy with their projects? 3. How is it different from their competitors? And 4. Is there a unique value proposition? These 4 questions could save you from losing a good amount of money. The second measure is take a look at the development activity. Now, since DeFi is closely associated with open source, if you know a thing or two about coding, you could take a look at the project code by yourself. However, this may not be necessary because if the project is big enough, other interested parties will do this for you. They'll take it upon themselves and they'll reveal any malicious intentions that the project has. You can also look out for new additions to the code because this shows that there are real developers at work and not just people who are in it to take some quick cash. The third measure is do smart contract audits. Now, in order to do this, you might need to break the bank a little because it's not cheap. However, it's an essential part of smart contract development, which is crazy because many developers deploy their code minus doing this, which increases the risk of using this particular contract. Legitimate projects will typically be able to pay for smart contract audits, while scam projects usually won't bother. Now, even though audits are necessary, no audit can guarantee total safety, which is why you should be careful when depositing your funds into a smart contract. The fourth measure is find out whether the founders are known. Now, keep in mind that not all projects led by anonymous founders are scams. However, you would need to be extra careful because with anonymity, if there's anything that goes wrong, the chances of these anonymous founders being held accountable are close to 0. There are projects with anonymous founders, such as Bitcoin, that have changed the world as we know it, but the risk involved cannot be ignored. Number 5, research about how the tokens are distributed. One of the most common ways scammers can make money is by inflating the price of a token while having a huge holding and then dumping it on the market. This is why having an understanding of token economics is very important. You can take a look at how much of the token is allocated to the founders. If it is a significant portion, then that can be a red flag because imagine 40% of the circulating supply of a token gets sold on the open market. This would lead to a drop in the value of the token to almost nothing, almost 0, leaving hodlers carrying losses. You can then look at how the token is distributed. 1, is it done through an exclusive pre-sale only available to insiders who get a great deal and then hype up the project on social media? Is it done through an initial coin offering? 3, is it done through an initial exchange offering where a crypto exchange is putting their reputation at stake? Or 4, is it distributed through an airdrop, which causes a lot of pressure to sell? There is a lot about token distribution to consider. And we understand that it can be difficult to find this information, which in itself can be a red flag. But if you intend to invest in a DeFi project, we believe this information can be essential to have. The sixth and final measure for this video is ask yourself how likely it is that the project is an exit scam. Yield farming or liquidity mining is a new way to launch DeFi tokens. Many projects prefer to use this distribution method because of the favorability created when it comes to distribution metrics for the project. The idea is to have users lock their funds into a smart contract and then get a portion of the newly minted tokens in return. We bet you can already see how things can go south. Some projects will just take the funds directly from the liquidity pool. Others may use more sophisticated methods or just have a huge pre-mine. Another way an exit scam can be carried out is through a rug pull. So, new altcoins often get listed on automated market makers first. And if the project team is providing a good portion of liquidity for the market pair on the automated market makers, they can just withdraw or remove the funds and dump the token on the market, inherently bringing its value down to zero. This would basically mean that there is no market left to sell in, often being referred to as a rug pull. Regardless of what you want to do in the DeFi space, you must keep in mind that there are several scam opportunities. We hope that this video has given you general guidelines on how to go about spotting them. That being said, if you are interested in participating in what we know today to be the future, open your account on Binance below in the description, and we'll see you in the next video.